everybody. Welcome to the show, to the Flyzone Drone Show. I'm Michael. Welcome in. Today we have a good show. Sorry we couldn't have Geeks Vana in this week, so we are having Mike Kinney as our guest this week, and we're so happy to have him. As usual, we have Johnny Drone Flyer, our co-host as usual. We're gonna add him in the stream in a second, but we have my brother here. We're gonna hey brother.
What's up?
What's up, man? I'm having problems today with this damn computer today.
Me too. Me too. I don't know why.
You know, technology, guys. If you ever want to stream, let me tell you guys, stick to the simple thing. Forget it, or else it will make you go bonkers. So, just do it simple, and that's it. Forget going for the big stuff because it's a headache. But anyways, we got Johnny Drone Flyer. We're going to be talking about what was your first drone that you ever bought, guys. And we're going to explain what mine was, and we're going to explain what Sergio's was, okay? And I'm sure Johnny and Mike Kinney have their very first drones. And if any of you in the chats want to share your buys on what drones you guys had at first, feel free. So let's add Johnny to the show. Here's Johnny.
Michael, Sergio, how y'all doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Yeah.
Good show. I mean, good flying today at all or no?
No, I didn't, but we had a great week of weather, and I might try to get out tomorrow, and I got a little work to do in the morning, but yeah, it's been it's been cold in the mornings, but and reaching up into the 55 and 60 degree range. Yeah, so it's been very pretty. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to fly some tomorrow.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I got a little bit of a flight in this week. I put a video together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm editing it right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it really soon, probably in about maybe 2 days, maybe on a Sunday. And it's a little different clips that I put together with the Kinney and the Mavic Air 2.
Yeah.
Put some clips together. So it's a little like cinematic aerial footage with some music. It's
yeah, I know you guys are getting in the meat of the really cold weather there in January and February here. So
it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Mike, you got if let me I'll go over. You got in the house. We got a good crowd in here so far. We got Greg Pittman, JC Flying, Matt Kondo. I think Matt was the first one in. Ron Nipik, Sam Burns,
Greg Pittman, JC Flying,
Michael Wright. Who else is in here? I'm going back a little bit here. I think that's everybody. Jerry Bauer is in the house.
Jerry Bauer.
Captain Ray. So yeah, got a good crowd.
Thank you for stopping in, guys. We appreciate it, all your support. And here he is. He has arrived, guys. Let's bring in Mike Kinney. How about it? Here we go.
Hey, everybody.
Mike.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Sergio. Michael.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Doing tonight?
Did you be flying, Mike?
I didn't today. It was pretty cold out. It was real windy. It's the middle of winter. Everything's brown and dead. Kind of been searching for something to fly and that would, be interesting to other people. But
yeah. Dude, you got some good videos, man. I like the videos you've been putting up. Pretty good.
I put one out the other day, just like I said, trying to think of somewhere to fly that was halfway interesting, and gave up the old fish and bait hole I used to go to. I never thought I'd find something I loved as much as fishing when I was younger. All I thought about was women and fishing.
Yeah.
And until I flew my first drone, and then I was hooked, man.
Yeah,
I was hooked.
Here. We're fishermen too, me and my brother. As you could tell, you could see my brother's hat.
Yeah.
See it? He's a fisherman, crazy fisherman. So
I want to apologize. I can't really. I'm on a 12-inch tablet, and I can't really see the chat. So anybody that's saying hi,
Oh, okay,
Mike,
yeah.
Mike, you could grab a phone if you have a phone and you go on.
Well, yeah, I've tried that before, and it'll mess it up. It's like delayed.
Right.
It's not.
Okay.
But anyway,
yeah, mine. Hey,
apologize.
mine too is very delayed too. Can you see?
Yeah, we're having computer issues today. So was my sister. Something has to do with the internet. I don't know. Maybe the internet is like there's so much people using the internet now. You know, it's like all crowded in. No one's getting smooth.
Yeah, Sergio's frozen there, I believe. I'm not. Is he frozen?
I don't know. Is he? Are you?
I think so. Either that or he's real good at looking like a mannequin.
I can see myself right now. There is. Look. I'm talking to the mic right now. Right. 1, 2, 3. And I'm looking at myself right now. It's delayed. It's like nothing's moving.
Sergio,
Yeah.
if you're in StreamYard, since you got the, you're in the, the switchboard thing, because, you got access to it, why don't you add yourself an invite with your phone, and you can use that phone as your camera.
All right, I'll be right back.
Or just use what you were using last week. But we'll see.
Mike, where are you located at?
I'm in like the north central part of North Carolina, I'm close to a city called Winston-Salem.
No,
I'm about an hour north of Charlotte.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're
you got some nice. You got some nice videos. I do. I like to. You do a great job there.
Yeah, I like Mike's videos. They're nice too. I like the one you did with the what was that one that we saw? The dealership.
Carvana.
Carvana, yeah. Oh my God.
Didn't they ask you to use that for a commercial or something?
They asked me about some footage, but I told them, I'm not that's when everything was going down, and I told them I wasn't a 107 pilot. And plus, in North Carolina, not only do you have to have a 107, this is like one of only a couple states. You have to have another license here also.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an incredible video. I mean, it looked just like a commercial.
I just happened to see it going down the highway. I'd never heard of it, before.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I mean, we don't have it in the town I'm at, but I don't even know if New Orleans, but man, that was pretty cool. It was real cool.
It was another town called Greensboro. It's not too far from here, and I just happened to see it when I was driving down Interstate 40 and caught my eye, and I said, it might be cool to fly at night.
How many views did you get on that thing, Mike?
Not as many as I thought. It was only about 300. I've never had a viral video. I mean, I've never really had one that took off. I mean, I guess when I got in, I flew about a year before I ever put anything on YouTube, and I wasn't worried about. I kind of did it as like somewhere that I could store my videos,
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I wasn't really worried about.
A lot of people worry about numbers, and you know what? I think it's just about having fun, and that's the best thing about drones,
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if any of you guys saw Ken Dono's video about how much he made off YouTube last year.
Yep.
I mean, he's up there in the 30s somewhere, and he only made, it'd be 15,000 is what he said. I mean, that'd be good as a side job. That's only $7.50 an hour if you were working a job somewhere,
Right.
Yeah, and you got to really. It takes a lot of time, if you're going to edit and do it. I mean, I'm not, I hate editing, but even to think what you might want to put up the next time, it's like, man, I already did that. I flew there, and will people? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to think up videos.
Yeah, that's why I'm struggling here in the wintertime. People don't want. I had some mountain shots, but everything's brown and dead, and I said I don't really want to put that on there. Yeah. I never really. I always felt uncomfortable even asking somebody to subscribe. Actually, I've never asked in a video. I mean, I just tried to get a little bit better on each video, I guess.
Right.
I felt like.
Yeah, especially if you look back at through some of your old stuff, guy, it's like, oh my God, I can't even believe I put that up,
Yeah.
So, Mike, when did you start flying? How old were you when you started flying?
Oh, I've only been flying maybe 3.5 years, I'd say.
Three and a
It
half.
seems like longer, but I was thinking about the other day, it's only been maybe 3.5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
And I started putting stuff on YouTube about a year ago, last December or so.
Okay. When was
What
your
do you
first?
use to edit, Mike? What do you use to edit?
Power Director, but it's real cheap. It's only like, I think you can pay for like premium Power Director, but the basic Power Director is only like $35 a year. I never was a big fan of editing. I mean,
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll go berserk sometimes. It's like I can do it easier on my phone. Man, I'll throw it in my laptop and then I'll try to like add the sound. I can't get it to match up and the music. And I don't know. I guess I just got to practice more.
that's my problem. Really, I do need to get like at least an iPad Pro because I got Samsung tablets, but they can't handle the 4K footage. So I end up filming in 1080 all the time.
Okay.
If I try to process the 4K, it gets real jittery, like it can't handle it.
Yeah. Well, then YouTube and, I think it compresses so much and, it's, I mean, they got 6K, 4K, 8K. I mean, really, what can you, if they compress it, it doesn't matter if you had 40K, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember looking at stuff off the SD card, and I says, "Damn, that looks good." And then you get on YouTube, and that doesn't look like I remember seeing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing, people want to buy these drones where they have the 6K and the 8K switchable camera on the Auto. Yeah, it's great. I love the Auto. It's a great drone, but think about it, guys. How many people really do they watch in 6 or 8K? I mean, imagine the processing power and how much it takes to just edit a 6 or 8K. Right?
I mean, my TV is just a 1080. I mean, it's good enough for me. I mean,
4K is good for me, man.
And if you colorblind like me, you can't tell none of it anyway.
Yeah, nobody probably watches.
Some people are really good at it. I mean, I can think of some. They're, it looks like a Hollywood production when they get through with it.
Oh man, it really is incredible. You can pull up a video on YouTube and man, with that drone, really, I guess, as a young kid, TV, man, it's just, you can do stuff that's really the rivals TV stations and all, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the drones are unbelievable.
Some people live in great spots to fly too. You could be a bad pilot, you might still look pretty good. They're flying over the ocean on some high cliffs and.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's, and I mean, everything looks different from that bird's eye view. That's what's amazing. The first time you put your drone up, it's like, man, I don't know. It's, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I definitely got hooked on it. That's for sure. Plus, hell, when I'm flying, all my troubles stay on the ground. I don't think about anything else,
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Man, you can just relax. I fly right in my front yard, and I kind of basically fly over a Ford dealership. It's just my front yard almost, and it's like it doesn't matter. It's the same flag. It's the same. But I just, you just after 10, 15, that's all you really need.
Yeah.
1080. Everyone watches mostly in 1080. It's really but it's nice and dandy if you had all that equipment and that computer power, then 6K, 8K. It's good.
That's what that Sean Oz says. He's got all the computers and everything, but he always films in 1080 because he says, most people are watching it on his phone anyway.
Right. Yep.
Mike, we got some new guy. We got JC flying. With Chris Wedgeworth. I think Chris was in. I might have mentioned him. Who else in? John Olson is in.
Welcome.
Sam Byron. I think I mentioned Sam.
Sam Burns in the house, Mr. FPV.
Yeah, Mr. FPV. Sam Byron. Apple FPV.
He's getting good.
Yeah, he is. He put a picture on you. He put a picture up the other day. I tell you what, that was a nice looking build that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sam, I'm trying to get him to send me that Air too, since he's not using it. I mean, he won't send it to me.
Sam, send it to him.
That's all I've been flying.
We're family. Send it to him.
Yeah, that's what I'll say, Michael.
So, Mike, so what was your first drone? Since we're here about talking, what was your first drone and what kind it was?
The first drone I got, I didn't know that much about drones. I'd watched a little bit of YouTube, and I couldn't decide between the Phantom 3 Standard or a unique Q500. Now, if I knew now what I knew then, I'd have got the Phantom 3, but my first drone was a unique Q500. Wow. At the time, it seemed like a good choice because the controller, it's got its own Android system. You don't need a tablet or a phone. And I thought, well, maybe this will be a good place to start. That thing was giant, too. I mean, you wouldn't believe the size of that Q500. The motor's about probably 4 times the size of a regular Air 2 motor. Yeah, but it was, I got it out, actually. I hadn't flown it in about a couple years, and I put it up in the air, and it's like flying a brick. It's a terrible drone. It really is. But at the time,
right?
Yeah, I don't think they make them, but I don't think
they don't have any more.
Unique is leaving the consumer drones and just going into specialty drones, I believe. I mean, they had the Breeze, I think, was the last drone that they made, besides the big Typhoon H. You know, that was that 6-rotor copter. Now, it did have a decent camera. That's the only drone they really kept up with. The Q500, they just let it go to the wayside, really. And then I bought almost like a toy grade drone. It was a Hollystone HS 700. But that's when I actually learned, you know, this thing can fly pretty good, because the Q500, it couldn't go over 20 miles an hour. If you tried to take a turn just semi-sharp, it was like a car on a gravel road. The ass end would just come around on you. Then my first DJI drone was a Spark, and I said, oh, I finally got a real drone. And I flew Spark for a while. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever had one.
I have.
They're built like a tank, you know. I said, that was my first, what I'd call reliable drone. And then I got the Platinum, which is a Mavic Pro. And then I got the Mini and the Air 2. Air 2.
So you flee now.
Yeah, I had a Xeno, the first one, and I gave it to Adrian Mateo Drones. I gave it to him, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that drone is still hanging in there. I don't know if you saw Marcus's video the other day, man. You know, he that thing is still flies and flies very good.
Yeah.
After they worked on it a while, it got, you know, QC man would talk about how bad they were at first, but after they did a lot of updates, it got better.
I got the Xeno too, and I like it.
Did you? The first time I flew the Xeno, I was a little bit irritated because I brought it into land. Instead of landing it myself, I think I'd hit the return to home button, and it started toilet bowling on me real bad. I almost crashed it on my first flight with the Xeno, but I kind of worked it out. And
the Xenos.
Yeah, I ended up giving it away.
Yeah. What was your
I would
first
probably
drone?
get you know, I've always watched that X8 SE. I was actually going to get one when they first came out.
You never
and then
got
I
one,
decided
Mike?
to wait a little while.
You never
But
got
if they
one
come
at
out
all.
with the Mini, I probably will. I'll probably get the Mini. If they got an X8 Mini.
Yeah. That.
Are you guys going to get the FPV drone? Are you got any thoughts
I'm
about
thinking about it. Yeah.
I'm not,
but if it's mula, it's gonna have to wait because there's no way I can afford that right now. The bank is not even giving me my money right now back for what happened to me.
somebody had a video of that drone starting up today. I believe it was on YouTube or somewhere or something. I ran across something that FPV they you know, started it up for just a second. So I don't know if that was, you know, fake or what, but it definitely was the new DJI.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of leaked photos of it.
Yeah, I
You
think
guys-
somebody, Lauren Downhour, is on Canada. Lauren's from Canada, and he kind of he does a little drone thing there. It kind of works, and he said it's going to be coming out probably in the next 30 or 45 days. So we'll see.
Yeah, look what Chris wrote. Chris Wedgeworth. He wished that they would have gotten the V copter going. Yeah, we all wish we would have had that going, but it just didn't happen.
It was an interesting looking.
It was.
Yeah.
Hey, it got a lot of talk. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to do.
Sure did. Yep.
I saw, the same concept on another drone today on Pilot Institute. I can't remember the name of it, but it was, it was an enterprise drone.
Yeah, I did see that, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought I gave you the wrench, Chris. Let me do it right now, buddy.
They got that new C5 Faith 2 came out. That drone looks pretty interesting. And I know Bill Thomas put a link up. You can get it for like $299, I think. Of course, that's only with a one battery, but you can order it off AliExpress too. So
I hadn't seen that. That's a pretty good price, though.
Yeah, and it looks pretty interesting. I don't know about I know they had one come out earlier, a couple of years ago, maybe, and they got some. I don't really want to say bad reviews because I don't know anything about it, but this one definitely looks interesting at that price range, and they supposed to have tweaked the app and stuff. So yeah, we'll see how. I think Captain Drone did a video on it, so it was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah. I watch him. He's pretty. He gets all the drones, doesn't he?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but he goes through them fast though. But the only thing I think, I think they do, and he does them. But I don't think they come back and do the updates and kind of, they get in a first hand one shot thing of it. So sometimes you gotta get the software updated and the firmware updated and stuff. So it does. The drones do change. So
I was watching a flight Mike had done. And that was the first time I actually paid attention. I think you were flying over the Chicago suburbs. That was the first time with the X8 that I actually noticed the horizon was tilted, like he said. When you did the sunset, I didn't notice the tilt, but when you were flying over like a housing addition, I said, I see that horizon tilt they're talking about on the X8.
I sold mine. I just couldn't deal with it. I mean,
it's annoying.
It's annoying. Yeah. And I don't know that, hey, I kind of just got into drones myself, but it seems like that'd be one of the simplest things to one of the base things to have right. But hey, I don't know. Did
you have the 2020 version, Johnny?
Yeah. Yeah. The new one. Yeah.
And it still had the same issue, huh?
Well, it would, you go up, and if you would yaw, it might be crooked, and then you yaw back, and it might be straight, and then you come down a few feet and it'd be off again. And there's really, you say, well, but it's just crazy to, you may have to move the drone, left or right to make it get straight. But I don't know. And it wasn't terrible, but it's just, I don't know. I guess, after flying a DJI as far as that part, but I do like flying a different drones. It was different, the Xeno 2 is actually, you actually have to fly the Xeno 2 a little bit, and you definitely have to land it. Yeah. Because it's a little, the first time I tried to land it, it was kind of like you said, but no, it's all those drones, and I have a Paradanafi, and that thing is flawless though.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Paradanafi.
Yeah, and that drone, I don't know, it's unbelievable. It's quiet. It can look up with the camera, so it's got some. Yeah. It's definitely unique, and doesn't. I don't think it gets a lot of, like it should, but. And I bought it refurbished, and when I got it, it was basically brand new, to me. So,
yeah. What was your first drone, Johnny?
I have a Phantom, the Phantom 3 standard. Yeah, I was in the office.
Phantom 3.
Yeah, and I looked at them, watched some YouTube videos, and I didn't know crap about drones. And man, I just one morning I went in work early. I must have watched 100 YouTube videos of different drones, and I just pulled the trigger and. Ever since then, and I got a Spark, and then I had the Xeno 2, and then the Femi. I did sell my Spark, which I kind of regret selling that thing. I just like having it, really.
Yeah, I actually had 2 Sparks at one time because they had such a killer deal at Walmart towards the end of when they were going to stop making them. I mean, it was
really
$300 for the Spark and controller. I said, man, I'm gonna get another one because they're not gonna make them anymore. But I ended up selling it. Yeah. But I still got the original Spark that I bought.
But ain't that crazy how the price of the Spark, and it's an older drone, and that one hits sensors, and the Mini 2 didn't.
Yeah.
But I think they were supposed to put the sensors on the Mini 2 though.
Because I think it's a weight. I think it's a weight. I think it's a weight thing. You know, I mean, that one thing about that Spark. I mean, you could throw it at somebody and use it as a weapon. You know,
yeah,
it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, that thing was heavy. It was more than 249.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when I got Spark. I said, man, this thing's heavy. I couldn't believe how heavy it was.
It probably weighs as much as the Phantom 3 almost. You know.
Yeah. But that was the first time I had a drone that I felt confident with. I knew that it was going to come back no matter what, you know. I wasn't worried about anything. It was just the flight time, you know, 12 or 14 minutes, and you were landing that Spark. I had like 7 batteries, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. It had its place, you know, for a while. But, you know, I think, you know, like anything else, you know, I guess one day we'll be talking about our Mini 2s, how bad they were or something, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Spark flew really good. Yeah, it was fun to fly.
Yeah.
And just the distance and the battery. I mean, only 2 important things, you know.
Yeah. When I went from Spark to the Platinum, it was like going from 12, 14 minutes to 30. I had all the time in the world. I didn't know what to do then. I was so used to landing that damn Spark in 12 or 14 minutes. When I got a 30-minute flight time or close to it with the Platinum, man, it seemed like I had all the time in the world.
Yeah, and if you see Capture Life's connection, he's right. Technology moves fast, and they will get those sensors on the Mini. Give it another year, things get smaller. That's absolutely true. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, we're talking about 249 or 235 grams, and you know, you know.
I hope it stays at that. I hope they leave it at 250. You know, the cutoff there. I hope they don't try to say, you know, all drones or something, no matter what the weight, but.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't know. It's you know, I guess we'll see how it all shakes out. It's a long way off, but I think it's going to tweak a lot. But you know,
yeah, we have 3 years to watch, so we don't have to worry too much, do we?
And I hope everybody don't trend to the smaller. You know, I mean, it's great having a small drone, but you know, if you know, I think that that and Mini 2 does definitely better in the wind than the original Mini, but you know, it's still. You know, on certain days, it's probably not the drone to fly, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take that Zeno up anytime.
Yeah, my first drone was the SEMA. And then I went to the Ford DRC, the Mark 300 I started with. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I'll show you right now. Okay.
I was glad he was a few minutes late. I was running a little bit late myself.
Yeah, we get in before, but Mike was having a little difficulty there, so we got everything. He got everything worked out, so it wasn't too bad.
I was outside making a blind. I coyote hunt a lot, and time got away from me a little bit.
Mark 300. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Is that? Oh, Sergio's coming. Oh, there's Sergio.
Man, I got some bad connection, man.
Well,
I just noticed that my modem, it keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So now
I told you had a bad connection.
I'm gonna have to call Xfinity and tell them I want a new modem, or they might have to replace the new line outside, which they're supposed to. Because
he froze up again.
He froze up again. I told him from today that he has a problem with his because I mean he used to work for Xfinity, so he knows a lot about this. So there was a bad wire cord that they didn't replace, because when you get new service, you're always supposed to remove the old one and put the
Yeah,
the good
because
one with
the
your.
reason why we always change them is because the weather, how old it is, the rain, the squirrels they eat it, some animals can chew on it. Lawn motors, when guys lawn, they cut the cables. That's why when you go to jobs, you always have to replace them brand new, so people won't have problems in the future.
Your cameras look real good though. Michael's and Sergio's and Johnny's, all three of you look real clear.
Thanks.
Michael's got that good lighting in the background.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
over I'm in my kitchen here. So.
I do too.
Yeah, I'm like in a little den area.
I do too. Look, you like my setup? You want to see my setup? See.
Me and my brother, we're competitors with each other. We always compete against each other.
Hey, I can tell the difference now. One of y'all shaved and one didn't. So what's up with that? Sergio gets help from his wife to look good. So what can we say?
She's a beautician.
I know.
Oh man.
Hey, she's got her hands full, Mike.
Yes, she does.
Are you guys the same age? Are you?
Yeah.
Really? You're twins?
We were. Yeah.
Oh,
We both came from the same mold, Mikey. So Sergio, we were talking about Mike's first drone. His was the unique, right? You said, and then Johnny's was the Phantom, right? The three?
Standard.
Oh, the standard, yeah. And well, I know what yours was, Sergio. So they would love to know, everybody, what your first drone was. So once you lay it at it, go ahead.
Yeah, my first drone I got was the Hubsan Zeno. That's my first drone.
The original Zeno.
The original.
The original one. Yeah, and then I got the Zeno Pro. So now my Zeno Pro. I mean, I love the drone, but the problem is now I see the difference between the ones with the high end quality drone like DJI and Evo and all the high quality ones. I noticed the difference. The Zeno, it was a Wi-Fi, which freaks me out sometimes, because once you're flying and then it just goes like this, it doesn't hover good. It just goes everywhere. And I tried to adjust the settings and all that, and it's still not doing anything. Yeah, so I got tired of it, and I'm like, I think it's better just to go buy, the DJI, better quality. You don't have issues.
Yeah, that thing, OcuSync is unbelievable.
That's the best thing that was ever created for the drone industry. OcuSync.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about it.
That's why just the Wi-Fi drones. You keep saying you won't buy another one, but you want to try it. You want to keep trying them.
Never enough. It's never enough for any of us. We always want more. We always want the next best thing. The next best thing all the time.
Yeah, it's like a drug. Yeah, I mean, you got the drone, you don't really need it, but damn, you want it when you see it coming out. That's what's going to be my fear when that FPV drone comes out. I mean, I'm hearing $1,500 with the controller, the drone, and the goggles. The whole package.
So, Mike, you do FPV then?
No, I got a starter kit on the way.
You get left behind, Michael.
Hey, Mike. Hey, brother. That live thing that's on display, it's right in front of my face. Can you actually move that a little bit somewhere else, or make it smaller, please? Because I don't like the way it's blocking my eye. I can't see myself. I want to see if I look good. I just want to make sure I'm okay.
It's not blocking your face.
But anyways, yeah. So, what else I was gonna say? Yeah, I mean, like what Mike said, Mike Kinney. You know, Mike Kinney, what you said earlier.
With the FPV.
Yeah,
What?
that.
Oh,
it
with the Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, his
It's
FPV. He was talking about his FPV. I go, well, that's a good drone.
a little
Oh,
whoop. I ordered the starter kit. I broke down. At first, well, I saw it on Captain Drone's channel. At first, I was going to get the Tiny Hawk, but then he showed this GEF RC drone. He was talking about how much better the controller was, more like a good controller. And I thought, well, I'll try it. You know,
What is it? What is the name of it?
GEF RC. It's just called. You know, it's just a micro whoop. That's all it's called. It doesn't have like a.
It's goggles and controller and everything. in one.
Yeah, it's one of those package deals.
It's like
I mean,
is it like a Cinewhoop, like the one with the?
it does have a 4K 60 camera on it, but it's just a little whoop, a little
little one. Yeah.
small one. Yeah, it's a small one.
Oh,
I don't
look,
know.
I forgot to make Sam Burns blue. You are
Now,
Smurf now, Sam.
Now I watch a guy that in Germany. Now he flies a black Femi X8 SE, the original. It's not the 2020 version, but he doesn't have the Horizon tilt issue, and he puts out some killer videos, man. I mean,
really?
he just put one out the other day. It was awesome, man. He's into editing, but he's been flying it a while.
Well, I think Michael, don't they have Matt Condiff was talking about? Don't they have a gray edition of the Femi now, SE 2020? Is that
That's a black and a gray?
Oh,
Well,
do they?
he got the original.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't
saw the
the
black. I
20,
saw the
that's
black
black
one.
one.
Yeah.
That wasn't offered at first, though, was it?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, because I know when we ordered ours from Banggood, it was like, I mean, we waited, I guess, a long time, but it was like $329 or something like that, the pre-buy. But I think it was only in that, the white,
It'll be interesting to see what this FPV drone's like.
Yeah.
DJI always, they know what you want before you do.
They make the best, Mike.
Yep.
They make the best.
I'm not buying no more.
Yeah. he's saying that because his wife's in
I know she's in the
chats.
chat. That's right.
So that's why.
I might get if I had hair, I get a free haircut, but I can't even bribe.
I thought DJI was going to sell just the Mini 2 drone because they had an update for the Air 2 to where you could use the controller on the Mini 2. And I thought, well, why are they doing that?
That's true.
Unless they're going to offer the drone.
Yeah.
And people that got the Air 2 can just buy the drone and save money. Now, I might have got one if they do that.
You
so
combine both of them.
And I thought, well, why would they do that update unless they were planning on doing that? But I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, because it could save you $100 or $150 maybe, So it'd be.
I got two. I got two just in case.
That was 2 or 3 months ago when they did that update, and I have yet to see just the drone for sale yet. Yeah, I don't know. But I thought, why would they do that update in the first place if that wasn't their plan on doing that? So I'm still waiting. I might get it I might get the Mini 2 if they offered that.
It's interesting because I don't have the Air 2, but then they do, and they did it with the Mini. Don't they have something about the flyaway? You can get flyaway insurance now, but it binds it to that controller.
Somebody said that. I don't think it's extra. I think they just added it to the regular Care Refresh. I don't think it is extra.
I think you have to buy it.
He's right.
Sergio's going to the doghouse pretty soon.
Oh. I see it.
Sergio, don't let her bother you. Just go ahead and order it. Let's.
Johnny, don't be a bad influencer.
She won't notice anything. She's only listening in the chat. I mean, she's only reading. She's not listening, is she?
Yeah.
It's so funny how even like Mikey and Sharon, how sometimes she doesn't want him to buy anything if she finds out he gets in trouble. Why is it always their wives? See, that's why I'm not married.
Well, hey, because they can get. You can just tell her she can buy 2 pair of shoes and you get 1 drone. I mean, hey.
That's true though. If you say you want to buy another drone, they're like, "Oh no, you're not. No, you're not. Right? That's enough. No more, right?" But if you say you make a deal with them and you say, "Hey, I'll buy you like a pair of shoes and a nice purse. And then can I buy my drone? And some of them will be like, yeah, let's we can make a deal, you know. But that's okay, right?
But they got all the bargaining power. Remember that, Mike.
They always got the power. Always listen to your wives. They mean well.
I mean, it's not a cheap hobby, but there could be more expensive. I mean, those dudes, at least you buy the drone, it's a one-time deal. It's not like you going to some golf course and spending big money every other weekend, you know?
Yeah, dude, golf is expensive.
It
Golf
is.
is very expensive.
Jerry Bauer is saying, Jerry, was that extra or does that flyaway come with the refresh care? So maybe he can answer in the chat.
Which one is that? Who said that? Gary Bauer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got my Mini 2
I thought I was reading it, you know, that you had to pay for that flyaway. Maybe not. Maybe I misread it.
Yeah, well, no, they added the flyaway. They added to the care refresh. So,
but I think you have to bind it with the remote to that drone. Like, I guess you can't. Your friend, you know, I guess that somebody else can't fly it from that remote. And you know,
I see.
Go away.
But you know what? I got a question. But if you have State Farm, you know, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna pay $50 a month for insurance.
Well, that's different, Serge.
Right. But
Right, see what he says right there. It says he did bind it. I think once you bind it, it's only good. You know, because what if you fly that Air 2? You can fly the Mini 2 with it. So I wonder how that works.
I did bind it in with a controller.
And then Chris Wedgeworth said, yes, you do. So, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's very common on a DJI drone anyway, though, you know, a flyaway.
No, I mean, you know what? And for just a couple of years flying, it seems like most flyaway or operator error, I guess.
But that's good that they added that.
Matt said that I'm going to State Farm. They said $70 for the whole year. Oh, okay. I thought it was $50 a month.
No, I had it for my Phantom 3, and it was at the time it was only $50.
Oh wow, that's
I think it varies. Different
$50 a month
states.
is too much.
I think it's worth
You know
it.
how insurance companies are. It might be a little more in one state than another state.
Yeah,
I'll probably do that when my care refresh runs out.
Capture Life Connection says that, and that's what I thought. It was $299 for the first flyaway, and 3. I mean, you might as well just go buy a new drone. So
Right, don't buy into that, guys, dude. That's ridiculous. But it's good that they got the flyaway.
The kill flash.
They should have had that in there from the beginning. To tell you the truth,
unless you got a friend, you know, you fly at his backyard, say you lost it, then you get a new drone for $299. You got 2 drones, you know. So I don't know. Nobody.
Well, knock on wood. I actually had my first. It was a minor crash. First time I ever really crashed with the Air 2. It was back around Christmas time, and I was flying some lights, and they were like, it was at night, and they were like supported with these plastic coated cables, and I clipped a cable, but it just plopped right down in the grass. It didn't hurt it, you know. That was the first time.
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, gee, I thought something happened to you, man.
My cat's about ready to get in trouble, though.
I thought he ordered a new drone and got bopped upside the head or something.
I had this big 12-inch tablet.
Daddy.
Tried to prop it up at face level. He decided he was going to try to get on YouTube, I guess. We already got enough cat videos on YouTube, Charlie.
So, but what was that? I was just going to mention something. I was tipping my tongue. Oh, I wanted to share something with you guys. This delivery drone. Let me share it with you guys real quick. I want everyone to see
I don't
this.
think it's going to happen.
Yeah, but wait till you see this. Let me see if it's in here. You guys keep talking. Go ahead. I'm just going to pull this thing up in my thing real quick.
You know, if you really wanted to grow your channel, if that was really important to you, you know, tutorials. That's the way to grow your
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm.
yeah.
That's the
That's
way
what
to
we're
do it.
doing.
That's the
Yeah,
way,
I've
you know,
noticed
when a
that,
new
Mike.
drone comes out and you get that drone, you might get a couple, 2 or 3,000 views
Right.
in.
Right.
You know what, Mike? I've noticed that when I did, because that's what we're doing. That's what our channel is about: is tutorials,
Yeah.
aerial footage videos, like for you for entertainment purposes, for you to
Yeah.
enjoy, and you know, just talking about like drone news stuff like that. But here's the thing. I've noticed the tutorial video that I did on the FEMI, that thing got the most views out of it,
Yeah. That's the
all
way to do
my
it.
videos.
Yeah.
I remember Billy Kyle talking about he had a warm place in his heart for Spark because you know how thorough his tutorials are. I
Yeah,
guess when Spark came out, I mean, I guess his channel just exploded then when he started doing the Spark tutorials. So he
tutorials.
always
Yep.
looked back, he said, and had a warm place in his heart for Spark because I guess he like tens of thousands of subscribers when Spark he started doing
You
those.
know, and it depends when you get the
Yeah.
drone. Especially they have the advantage because they get it early. You know, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people going search. They don't know how to fly it, and they don't know how to set up. And they look. There's more people looking to that than looking to the footage.
Yeah.
That's why they're getting a lot of.
I mean, that's the first place I went. I must have watched. I watched for probably 3 months before I even thought about buying a drone. And then, you know, watching that Phantom 3 Standard, I watched every video on how to take off, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish I had made that my first one. I actually had that in the Amazon shopping cart was the Phantom 3 Standard. And then at the last minute, I said, I'll get the Unique. But that's past.
You know what? I don't know. And I don't know if I'd ever, well, I don't say I would never sell it, but right. It's just so iconic, you know, and it's still with the Phantom 4, you know, it's still it looks, you know, and it's so smooth and easy to fly. Also, it takes a little bit of while to get it in the air, you know, a little different.
It's like the drug, though. When you see that new drone coming out, man, you want that thing.
Oh yeah.
It was hard for me not to get the Mini too, but I kept thinking, oh, wait, maybe they'll come out and sell just the drone like I was talking about. But it wasn't easy.
Yeah, I mean, I just sold my FEMI, but guess what? If they come out with a Mini, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna buy it.
If I hadn't already had the original Mini, I probably would have got the 2, but I already had it, you know. But I'll get the FEMI if they come out with it. Well, he says it's going to happen, Mike. Sergio did.
Mike's been talking to, you know, Mike. I mean, when do you think that drone's coming out?
At the end of the first quarter, the FEMI Mini.
See, my brother's my brother's a FEMI person.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I like FEMI, but I prefer Mavic, of course.
Of course.
Who doesn't?
I guess that company owns quite a bit. Show Me, or however you say it, they own FEMI and
Yeah, they big.
some other stuff.
They huge.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
That's just a small part of the drones of what they do, you know.
Yeah. Can you guys still see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Let me show you something here.
I wasn't really ever interested in the Skydio though, because you know.
Okay. Windcopter raises 22 million to expand to the U.S. and launch a next generation drone. And
That's a wicked looking bird right there.
The
What?
Windcopter. Check that out, guys. Wow.
I wonder if the rotors turn on it like.
There's rotors in front, and then there's rotors, I think, in the back, but on top. You could see it right. You see the top where it's white and black towards the back?
Yeah, well, I guess so. I guess they turn then when you go to fly, maybe.
Yeah. And then
It's pretty cool.
so they're using that already for delivery as a delivery drone. So the FAA requires to operation certificate as well as eventually in the United States based on drone production. The Windcopter has already been operating commercially in a few different markets globally. including in Vanuatu in partnership with UNICEF for vaccine delivery. They're already using it for the vaccine delivery, guys.
I'm glad you said that because there's a hospital here in Winston-Salem, and they are using a drone to deliver vaccines. They make the special cancer medicine right there at the hospital, and the drone takes it to a clinic somewhere not too far away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a big school of medicine and a hospital.
I could see how the drones would deliver in a hospital, something like that. But I just can't see an Amazon package being dropped off.
That's why I said about that. It's not going to happen.
But
I still think that's way off in the future. I
absolutely agree. But hey, been wrong before,
But that is really cool. So what's this? Let's see. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear it?
Can you blow that up a little bit, Mike?
You can't hear it. You can't hear it.
No, we can't hear it, Michael.
1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, Matt Condiff, I agree. I saw that dragonfish. Man, that's a neat looking. Don't cover your guess.
Coast to coast. You said. Don't cover your guess.
What's up, Bill Thomas? How you doing, Bill?
Bill Thomas, what's up? Hold on, guys. Let me get this volume up so you guys can hear it.
Yeah, Bill Thomas had the perfect catchphrase. That's what I call it, drone therapy. Because when I'm flying, I don't worry about anything else.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's right.
I'm trying to get this volume to work. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so it says screen share. So when I type in screen share and it says share audio. So I did that. So it's not somehow it's not that's weird. Weird. Anyways, if I find it, I'll put it back on. Sorry.
Actually, Johnny, I grew up in Indianapolis and I moved down here to North Carolina just like a couple weeks out of high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been up to Chicago a few times as a kid.
You like it?
Yeah, I mean, I was a kid, so we went to the Museum of Science and Industry and stuff like that, The Windy City, right?
Yep.
Chicago.
Good old Chicago. All right, found it.
But the snow is ridiculous out here.
Yeah, I don't miss that. I remember in Indiana, if it was always cloudy and gray in the winter, unless it was bitter cold, bitter cold. Yeah, then it'd be sunny, but it'd be like 15 degrees outside.
All right, here we go. Tell me if you can hear it. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Today, poor infrastructure still prevents billions of people from accessing healthcare, urgently needed supply, or essential commercial goods. With a ravaging global pandemic, the need for efficient, last-mile delivery solutions has become even more apparent. The question is, how do you supply even the most remote regions with essential goods, such as life-saving vaccines, knowing that building the necessary infrastructure would take years and cost billions? At Wingcopter, we've set out to find a solution to this global challenge. True to our vision to improve and save lives everywhere, we are paving the way for the next generation of drone delivery. We've proven that by leveraging our cutting-edge technologies, we can reduce waiting time from days and hours to just minutes.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Hard-to-reach islands in the South Pacific to scattered rural communities in Africa. With the trust of our partners
Oh,
and
wound up tonight. Look at
as a tech pioneer at the World Economic Forum, we are ready to embark on our next chapter, setting up logistical highways in the sky. Join us on this journey and benefit from our last mile drone delivery solutions.
Nice.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nice. Give him a
That is pretty neat.
wow. That is awesome.
That's the future.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's the way to go, man, out there when there's no roads and it takes forever to get somewhere.
Yeah.
I saw something. It wasn't really a quadcopter. It was more like a plane. It took off kind of catapulted it up, and it would drop medicine at different villages over there.
And GM came out with this drone, like a automobile, but it's from what's it called? It's the Cadillac, but it's from GM. I think they showed it at CES this year. Cadillac. The Cadillac drone. Let me see. Cadillac. We'll show you. Let me see if it pulls up. There it is. Check this out. I'm going to show you guys all this.
Yeah, I'll be interested. I heard something about it, but I didn't see it.
No. Hold on. Add to stream. Let's add that to the stream. Let's see if you guys can see it. Can you see it? Oh, what happened? Let's try that again.
What is this though, Mike?
I'll show you. What the heck is this? Oh, here we go.
GMC Hummer EV, Cadillac Lyriq, and the Cadillac Celestiq, along with the Chevrolet Bolt EUV that Travis announced earlier, gives you some sense of how we're approaching this new chapter in GM's history. A layering of technologies to create sensory and emotional connections, which immerse the occupants in the distinct purpose and personality of that vehicle. Whether that's the power of the GMC Hummer EV or the luxury of the Cadillacs, each vehicle represents a bespoke and curated experience. And as technology continues to evolve, we intend to continue this design trajectory, delivering experiences that reflect the possibilities and the probabilities of future transportation. Now let me introduce you to the Cadillac Halo portfolio. This is a design concept that provides a space for a group of friends or family to spend time together on their way to a destination. The vertical light signature is choreographed to greet being. Biometric sensors read passengers' vital signs to adjust temperature, humidity, lighting, ambient noise, and even aromatics for optimal comfort. Our voice control and hand gesture recognition makes adjusting the interior effortless. It's a space for sitting back, relaxing, and arriving in style. Vertical takeoff and landing drone, or VERTOL, is GM's first foray into aerial mobility. We're preparing for a world where advances in electric and autonomous technology make personal air travel possible. It is a concept designed for the moment when time is of essence and convenience is everything. You've been at the office and now you need to get to a meeting across town. The VERTOL meets you on the roof and drops you at the vertiport closest to your destination. It uses a 90 kilowatt-hour EV motor to power 4 rotors, as well as air-to-air and air-to-ground communications. As a passenger, it represents personal space and a panoramic view of the world passing beneath you.
Would you fly in that, Johnny?
What autonomy and luxury might look like in the not too distant future. Including a luxurious 2-seater designed for you and someone very special.
I don't think so. I wouldn't get in a helicopter one time, so I don't know if I...
Choreographed for more intimate journeys. Each concept reflecting the needs and wants of the passengers at a particular moment in time, and GM's vision of the future of transportation. This is a special moment for General Motors as we reimagine the future of personal transportation for the next 5 years and beyond, leveraging technology to create a consistent GM brand promise, while also delivering an unrivaled range of electric vehicles across our brands, each with unique personalities that reflect the unique priorities of the millions of customers we serve. Even if you've never considered driving an EV before, over the next 5 years, GMC, Cadillac, Buick and Chevrolet intend to present you with a vehicle that you'll fall in love with. And there's a good chance it will be an EV.
That's pretty neat.
Nice, right?
Wow.
So do you think they made that, or that's just a computer generated?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, but I don't know.
I don't know. They're saying that. Hold on.
I guarantee you what, you ain't gonna be able to finance it. You got to finance it more than 72 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's amazing though.
How old are you, Johnny? I'm 54.
64.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I am too. And they kept saying by the year 2000, back, when we were kids, we're going to have flying cars.
Yeah.
They've been saying that forever.
But they also said we had phones that you could see each other on. So that happened.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know if you'd have to be low man on a totem pole at GM to test that. They'd be saying, hey, get in this thing here and we're going to fly you around.
I'm going to make you blue, buddy. Got you. I'm right on it, buddy.
And I'm sure, one day that I could see that happening with the drone type concept with the rotors, But
yeah. Or maybe by then they'll have something, anti-gravity hovercrafts or something.
We may need it after this gas stuff here keeps going like it's going.
I know.
The Jetsons, flying around.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to tell you guys something. I was going to tell you guys something that happened to me. I believe, coincidences happen. I was in Class G airspace in this town not too far from me. There was a Wells Fargo building. It's pretty tall. It's not a skyscraper. It was probably 200 or 300 feet tall. And I had the Air 2. And the building, like the top third was bathed in real bright light like they do in cities. So you can see the building pretty far away.
Right.
It was pretty late at night. It was about 11 or so. So I got the Air 2 out.
Okay.
And I launched it. And as soon as I launched the drone, and it's not a big city, like a medium-sized city, maybe a couple 100,000 people or so. As soon as I launched the drone, I start hearing this loud humming. And I'm thinking, what is that? Not from the drone, just a humming. I'm thinking, maybe, it's some kind of generator somewhere or something connected to the building. Anyway, I start rising up, and I'm not right next to the building. I'm across the street from it. So I got a street width between me and the building. Well, I start raising. And as soon as I got to the light, the top third of the building that was all lit up, all the lights go out all the way to the top.
Wow.
And a second later, and I've never had this happen, the drone goes into ADI mode. That has never happened to me on a DJI drone. That means you've lost your satellite connections.
Yeah.
And I said, what the hell is going on here?
That means
I said, three coincidences. This has got to be some kind of anti-drone technology or something. Like I said, I know coincidences happen. But I start lowering. I said, I got to get this thing down, man. And I got the satellite connection back. I start bringing the drone down, and the humming got quieter and quieter.
What drone were you flying, Mike?
The Air 2.
Okay.
And I start bringing the drone down, and the humming got quieter and quieter until I landed it just before I was getting ready to land it in my hand, it got real loud again. But I think it was some kind of anti-drone technology. 3 coincidences. The humming starts as soon as I start going up. And like I said, all the lights went off. As soon as I got to the very bottom where the building was lit up and I'm rising, they all go off all the way to the top. Wow. And then it goes into ADI mode.
Did you take control right away when it went into ADI mode?
No, but it did start drifting a little bit. But it was only about 2 or 3 seconds.
Of that drone.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 seconds. And I said, I got to get this thing down. And I'm not kidding, man. As soon as I got lower and lower, the humming got quieter and quieter until I was just getting ready to land it. Then it got real loud again. I swear to God, I think it was some kind of anti-drone technology.
Really?
Those 3 things happened. It kind of tripped me out. I said, there's got to be something to it here. Why would those lights go out? I've been down there before, and I looked up there, and it's lit up all night long.
That's the first time that's ever happened to you. Exactly the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, I've never had a drone going
at all.
before.
Wow.
I know it could happen, like maybe if you went under an interpass or something, a highway, you could block the satellite connection. But, this thing was, I don't know, man. It just seemed awful strange to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you guys see that Mikey's video today that he put out?
Yeah, about OcuSync and all. Yeah,
that's a wonderful tutorial that he did. I like how he did that tutorial. Nice job, Mikey. If you're watching, buddy, nice job.
I missed that one. I usually see all of them, but I missed that one.
That was it was very, it was
very well done.
It was low keyed. I mean, Mike was. I tell you what, it was very good.
Yeah, Mikey knows his stuff.
He does.
And when he would fly those skyscrapers downtown Philly, boy, that was something, boy. I tell you, man, to be up there 500 and 600 feet in them great big skyscrapers, damn, man, anything could happen,
Oh, I gotta make Bob Casey.
Yeah, that was a great video Mikey did put out today. It was all about how OcuSync works, how it rolls over and stuff. I mean, it was very interesting. I mean, it's something you kind of know, but you really don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did a great job on that.
It uses a lot more channels, doesn't it? Constantly scanning the channels real fast.
Right. That's what it does. It always looks for the best signal, basically, is what,
Instead of 8 or 10 channels, it's got like 25 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how many, but it's a whole lot more.
We have
it works.
Elston in the house.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You guys, if we mentioned him before, but Brad Elston is in the chats. Welcome, buddy. I don't know if we mentioned him earlier, if he was in earlier.
Who was that, Mike?
Brad Elston.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Brad, got Bob Casey.
Just wanted to say hi.
Hello,
Bob Casey. I missed him.
Bob Thomas. I mean, Bill Thomas is in the house. Of course, Bill's been in. I think we got everybody covered there, I think.
Yeah.
Hello,
so,
Brad.
Sergio, are you and Mike coming to the Ray Kelly fly up in Florida?
I wish.
Are you going, Johnny?
Dude, you know how bad
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, but we got a lot going on with that right in that mid-March there, and we just kind of get a house started, and I don't know. But if possible, yeah, I do want to go. It's 750 miles from me, which, I can easily drive in one day.
I would go if the bank would have gave me my money back. You guys, it's driving me insane. I'm freaking out, and there's days that I just feel like breaking down, crying, because everything that was in my account that I saved and that I put in there is all gone. I have to pay for internet to keep this little show going. I had whatever I had left over, and I use it all now for the internet. So hopefully by this week they give me an answer, because the last time it took this is taking too long.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
they should have gave me the money back right away and got this resolved, because they said that they voided out my dispute on the investigation because I didn't answer my phone when they called. What a crap.
Who do you bank with?
BMO Harris. Harris Bank, BMO Harris Bank.
They have to give.
I'm not familiar with that.
Dude, I'm gonna freak out, because
they have to give to you.
That's a lot of money I have saved.
Oh yeah, Mike, are you going to the meetup?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna rent a car.
You guys are rubbing it in
instead of driving my own. Well, my sister lives in Tampa Bay, and I hadn't seen her in a long time, so I'm gonna see her when I go to.
Yeah, I tried to get Chris Hope. If Chris would win, he could have passed over here on I-55 and could have shared. But he's like 700 miles from me, and then we're 750 from there. So it'd be a good little trip for Chris.
It's probably pretty good drive for me too. It wouldn't be nothing like, coming from Chicago. It'd be a long drive then. But I imagine it's probably a good 500 miles from here. I bet.
Yeah.
You guys know
Captain Ray is he's ready. I tell you, he's excited about that.
You guys know that flights, airplanes, like it's my greatest fears.
Oh, really?
I haven't flown before.
I will never get on the plane ever again.
I'm not crazy about it, but it's the only way to go if you're going somewhere.
Man, I get sick.
Oh,
every time.
Capture Life Connection said, "What's the date again?"
Yeah, March the 20th.
March the 20th.
Yeah. Matt Condoff, he's Captain Ray's right hand there, so he's helping Captain Ray set that up. So him and Captain Ray work well together and flew a couple times. So he's definitely gonna help Captain Ray, with all that, because it's gonna be they're just doing one day, and I imagine some people will hang around for Sunday, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot of vacation time, or I'll probably take the whole week off of work. And
Mike, what do you do?
It's a woodworking factory, but it's all
Wow, my dad.
we sell like shelving to like Lowe's and Home Depot.
Oh,
and,
okay.
some stores, Bed Bath and Beyond, Target, and all kinds of stuff. Some of it's furniture, some of it's shelving. Most of it's automated. When you say woodworking, you think of guys,
like
using their hands. Most of it's like robotic
maker.
machinery,
Right.
My dad used to do that. He used to be a cabinet maker, like Mikey. He was a carpenter.
Yeah, this is laminated particle board. It's laminated particle board, actually.
Yeah.
Chris Hope is in the hospital. Really? What? Who? Bob Casey? What?
Really?
Chris Hope is in the hospital. Why? What happened?
That's what Bob said. I didn't. Oh, some kind of
No.
Really?
No.
But he got yeah.
He said he's one sick puppy.
Acidosis. I'm not sure if
wait,
I know.
Up in the hospital.
What is he sick with? Let me see. What's wrong
It
with
said
that?
acidosis, but I don't know what that is.
Oh, I don't know that he's either.
Really? Damn.
Oh,
I
hope he feels better. I hope you get better, Chris.
Absolutely. I didn't know that.
Oh.
It's good. I mean,
Wait, I'm lost. What happened to him?
He's sick.
Bob Casey says
Wow.
acidosis, but I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. But whatever it is, if he's in the hospital, it's got to be something,
Yeah.
So hopefully he feels better. We are rooting for you to get better, buddy.
Let's pray for him.
We're with you.
Pray for you.
We're with you.
How
there,
far are
Chris.
you away, Johnny?
What's
How
that?
far are you away from the meetup place?
About 750 miles.
Oh, really? A lot further than I thought, man. Yeah, that's a lot further than I thought.
Yeah, it's about
Stomach and kidneys puking sick.
That'd be a long haul from Chicago, because I think to Indianapolis from where I'm at right here, it's like 600 miles. So it's probably 800 to Chicago.
I know it's 1,200 from my house to Chicago, so I know that. So straight up I-55. So pretty good.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, I'd want to get on a plane then, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah, Brad. Prayers.
I want to go so bad to Florida to meet up with you guys. I think about it all the time.
Yeah, Ray sent me a thing today about some T-shirts he was having made up. Embroidered T-shirts.
Yeah, he sent me he did one for our little show on Sunday, and he sent me two. I got them in the mail yesterday. Captain Ray.
I want one.
I want one too.
I want one.
What? Hey, we got to get some. I got one from Captain Ray, but hey, we're gonna actually give some away on the show. So
give me one, and I'll give you my.
Man, I always forget. I wasn't snubbing you, Johnny. There's something about Sunday. I have trouble remembering you guys coming on at 6. Or you come on at 4 though, don't you?
Yeah, 4:00 Central and 3. And we talking possibly we may change that to, I don't know. We kind of looking at another day, but we just got to pick the right time, because Sunday it's kind of hard at Sunday at 3:00 is but we've had good response, and we had some great shows. We got Geeks Vaughn on Sunday, so we got him, Russ. what's his last name? Ficken. He actually taught Captain Ray how to fly. He's a real estate agent in New York. So I told him today, very nice guy. So we have those two guests on. Yeah.
Yeah. We have Capture Life Connection. I spoke with him. He's here in the chats. We're gonna have him on the show, but I think it's next week or the following week, I believe. I don't remember. I have to look at my email. But I left him a message. And we have Geek Savannah as well. I think that's on the 12th of February. That's in 2 weeks, I think.
Well, Steve, I don't know Steve's last name. Capture Life Connection. He puts out some good videos. That's for sure.
He does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We were talking about. Well, we weren't talking. We chatted a little bit in the comments. I got some of them master air screw props for the air too, but I wasn't impressed with them. I mean, they look the what do you call the fit and finish? They don't look as good as the OEM props to me.
Yeah, somebody blasted them on YouTube today or Facebook. I saw, but I'm not going to mention the name. But I
was worried why they were coming because 51 Drones got a bad set and his drone was vibrating, and I think Kelly got a bad set off Ready Set Drone. So I was worried, and it took forever. I got like 3 weeks went by, and then they sent an email that something to do with the manufacturer, and I checked them. I mean, they were all right, but as far as looking at them, they look kind of cheap compared to the OEM, and they're twice as much as an OEM prop.
I don't think they're as thick or something. I don't know. I mean, that's just from what people and I don't know. I mean, I've never felt the reason to change an original prop, but I mean, from a name but I think it's the color. It's the talk about being quieter, and so
I mean, I don't know why I got them either. They were blue, maybe I'll try them, but no, I've never used anything other than the original props. And then when I got them, I was disappointed at the way they look. They're real sharp, and they just don't look as good as an OEM prop. The fit and finish of them, put it that way.
Yeah, Brad, I see Brad. Yeah, Brad's on our show coming up in a couple weeks. So yeah, looking forward to having Brad on.
Oh, really? Brad.
Yeah, Brad's coming. I think Captain Ray does all the booking, and like I said, I tease him because he is trying to get Elvis to come on the show. So.
Yeah, well, he knows everybody,
Yeah, he does.
I tell you, who'd be a good guest, and I hadn't seen him in a while. He used to come on live stream sometimes. Is True Drone Reviews.
Brian, yeah.
Yeah, Brian. I know his name.
Yeah, we had Brian, and Brian was on this show too.
Was he? Oh, I haven't seen him on live streams.
Yeah, we had him on our show, and Mikey. I mean, yeah, he was on this show, wasn't he, Mikey?
Who?
Brian.
Brian Singleton.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Not on my show, on your show.
Okay, yeah, he was.
Well, I left him a message to be on our show.
Good thing about Brian, hey, if you want to hear the truth, you got to listen to Brian.
Yeah.
And
I'll never forget one of the first times I watched him. He flew some drone and it was crap. And he took it and just threw it into this brick wall. He just threw it into the brick wall. I said, I like this guy.
And he buys all his drones. He does not take any money and nothing, So he definitely he'll tell it like it is.
Yeah. QC guy, he'd be a good guy to have on your show too. Mike. Yeah. That'd be a good one. Chris, yeah. He does some. He's a Hudson guy, he does a lot of his.
He does a lot. He did a good video on the octal on repairing his octal.
I saw that replacing a leg. That's pretty involved.
Yeah, and he did a good job. And he's saying that people were they were judging him, dude, let's see you do it and do a video at the same time, right. And teach people and do all that. I hate people that just judge people saying that, oh, you did a terrible job. Come on, man.
I imagine that video took a while to make. I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure it took a long time to make.
Well, it does.
And he did it for us. He did it for everybody.
I mean, I did a little simple putting the skin on a Mini, and I ordered a skin from Decal Girl, and man, just trying to, I'd hit the record button while I film a little bit of my hand, and then You know, it's like I can't imagine doing something like that, you know, because I could easily skip a step while you're putting a decal on. But when he's showing something like that, you know, he's got to be right on, you know, especially because people watch that, you know.
Yeah. I bet you got a lot of views, didn't you, on your
I did. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It's very, you know, it's just a little simple. I don't know. I kind of like you. I got bored one day, ordered it, and hey, if you don't like it, I'll rip it off in a few months or something. But
yeah.
it's easy to see in the air, and it gave it a little unique look. So
Good night, Brad. Have a wonderful night, buddy. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
Brad,
in.
thank
Thanks for your love and support, man, for the show.
He
Sam
said,
Burns, that's all he uses, master air screws. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people, you know, I mean, you know, if you look at reviews when you order something, you can't. I guess you know if you got, you know, everybody's got an opinion. So
yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Johnny.
They look good on there, those blue props. They look good. I mean, they look good.
yeah, Sam Burns, if you're listening, if you're gonna send me that Air 2, I want the original props. I don't want, you know. Kelly Shores, yeah, he tried, but I think it wasn't it Russ who had a problem with the screw going in. I think he like maybe.
Yeah, Kelly Shorts had a problem with the master air props that they were. The drone was vibrating on the table. But here's what I think. I even told him that I've noticed that when he tried it on the other drone and the Air 2 was vibrating, I think it's because of the weight thing, the weight problem. You know, the weight issue on the bigger drone, on the Mavic 2 Pro, it kind of held it, you know, in place more. Now, when you use the Air 2, you've seen it more like moving around, and plus he had it on a what was it, like this slippery, was that metal table? I don't know.
Well, you know what a lot of people don't do, and I mean, I do make a good habit of checking it pretty. You know, you need to check those screws and those props now and then. You know, you never you don't realize, you know, it hits the ground and they start backing out a little bit. So you know, you gotta get those drones a good once over. You know, when you take off there.
Always inspect your drone before you fly.
Yeah.
Always. So.
Are you gonna try to fly tomorrow, Johnny?
Yeah, I think I am. I got a little. Well, I run a little cemetery here at the house, and we got a little burial tomorrow, so I kind of make sure it kind of goes right, and then after that, I might run out to the lakefront, the Mandeville, by the causeway, and it's really pretty. It's gonna be a pretty day tomorrow, so it's a great place to fly, and they don't, nobody hazards you there, and you can kind of, you know, it's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, either that, or I might go out to the swamp. Man Shack. They have a little swamp town here, and it's pretty neat to kind of fly out there a little bit.
Yeah, I bet. What about you, Mike? Is the weather flyable?
Mike, the weather here is terrible, and it's on and off. You get the real good days sometimes, and then you get mostly bad days. But then when we get those good days, I'll try my best to go out and fly. So.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of wished it would snow at least one time here. I'd have something good to fly then. Everything looks good with snow on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I took like these new videos I'm putting up. I'm finishing up after this. I'm going to finish it up. And the sooner I get done with it, I'm going to the latest, I'll probably put it up by Sunday. But I got some different shots in there. And I put some shots from my area, my suburb here, with some snow on the ground and some without, and so.
Are you very far from Lake Michigan?
Yeah, I'm far from Lake Michigan.
Are you?
Yeah, it's like let's see, about an hour.
Yeah, because I know Chicago's huge, man, especially where it stretches off into the suburbs, you know.
Sergio got booted off again. He's having the internet problems. Huh?
No, he's taking care of something. He just texted me. So, yeah.
Well,
I saw his wife said she was listening.
Wait, what happened?
Earlier on the stream, his wife Deanna said she was listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta mess with her. You know, we can't let her get away with just watching and listening and.
it'll be hard not to get that FPV drone, especially, you know, it's gonna have something that's gonna make you want it, even if you've never flown FPV before. You know how DJI is. They know what you want before you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a different price range. You know, it's not. You know, I don't. We'll see. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be. You know, it's going to be the newest and greatest. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for the Mavic 3. Is what I'm wondering how it's gonna look.
They've been waiting on that for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. It's over 2 years old. Mavic 2 Pro, isn't it? It's at least over 2. I think it's over 2.5, somewhere around.
I really hope they.
Yeah, I think this year, you know, last year was man. They had so many new drones come out, so maybe, you know, this year may not. You know, really the news the last couple of weeks, you know, when people finally quit talking about remote ID a little bit, you know, it's been kind of slow about drones, you know.
Yeah.
Well, since you know, they come out with the remote ID where it's just, you know, you don't have to have an internet connection or anything. Hell, they might be able to do that with just a firmware update. You know.
Yeah.
It's already broadcasting, you know, some information right now when you go in that Fly app and turn it on with a UID or whatever they call it.
You can, and you know what? I mean, you know, they already have that, and you know, it's in your flight records there and all. You know, it might make you sync it to something that, you know, maybe holds it, like, you know. But I don't. I mean, personally, I don't think it's gonna. You know, I think our airspace is getting smaller and smaller on the whole, but then, you know, it's not as bad as it could have been. At least for right now, it's not. You know.
Everybody was on the buzz making videos about it, but like you said, I mean, it's 3 years away. That's a long time.
It is. It's going to change, you know. I'm sure some of it will change, and you know, maybe they, you know, they want, maybe they want more people to get that, you know, 107, and maybe it's, you know, I think they're going to eventually make it where you can take the test online. I know you can do the, you know, they're saying that, but I think that's going to be easier if they do that. And, you know, and it is knowledge, because so many people just get drones. And I mean, listen, you can, you know, you can walk in Best Buy and get something that go 3 or 4 miles. I mean, think about how, you know, how that is and what you could do, you know.
They said they were going to have that safety test was supposed to come out last summer, you know, and it never did. It never came out. You know, the FAA said everybody was going to have to take a safety test. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to have come out last summer, and that never happened either.
I think it would be easy before you can take the drone up. You know, you just answer a few questions, and look, even if you're looking at the answers, but at least you check yes to, you know, you're not supposed to go 400 feet. You're not supposed to fly with people.
Yeah.
But, you know, because I mean, like I say, I have a friend that he's a real estate agent. He bought a drone and he lives right by the airport. I mean, he could throw a baseball and hit the runway, and, you know, I see him, like, you know, flying on Facebook. He'll put stuff up, and I mean,
really?
You don't even know. You know, he just never even took the time to worry about it, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Now, I have been, like, on the DJI app, I've been in certain areas where it wouldn't let me go over, like, 250 feet, you know, because it was restricted. You didn't have, you know, it wasn't LANC approval, but you still couldn't go over. It was like they called it a flight pathway. Have you ever gotten that warning before?
No, I haven't.
I have.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't restrict you at all. You know, it'll just say warning flight pathway. But I've been a couple places where it wouldn't let me go over 250 feet, but it was still Class G airspace. That kind of surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Yeah, see, I'm in Class D, and our airport doesn't support LANCs. And I used to call, and of course, you know, I live, like, if I go, maybe I could walk about 300 feet and be out of the radius of the 5 miles. But they always told me, you know, they kind of knew me and said, you know, Mr. Johnny, take it up to, you know, a couple hundred feet and you're fine. But now they don't really want you calling, and I can't get LANC approval because it's not. So I'm kind of like, and I know the airport, the little guy that runs the airport, and it's a regional airport, and we get a lot of in and out corporate jets, you know, and stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of a verbal, you know, he's kind of, you know, hey, you can fly anytime you want. But it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of aggravating because they don't even know what LANC was. That's what,
I'm surprised you can't get, because it's real easy when you do. It's automated. I mean, as soon as you send it, it's instantaneous. It comes right back.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, but it's not now. You know, I know New Orleans has it in Baton Rouge, but you know, I'm So I don't know.
I got it a couple months ago, close to that city I was talking about, and it was, it came right back after I put the time, and the date and all that in.
Yeah. Oh, I see how to do it, but it just all it says is Lance coming soon. But when I called the little guy, the manager at the airport, I mean, he's basically it's not coming soon.
Right.
But I guess you can't get it at night, because I've tried to do it at night before and it never would work. Something about it, you can't get Lance approval at night. I think you got to have like a waiver or something if you're a 107. But a hobbyist can fly at night. But I was trying to get approval to fly in a certain area, and it wouldn't do it. It wouldn't let me. I thought did you guys see the Ron and the Philly and Ron show the other night? Any of you guys?
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
Everybody let on like that 107. There's all these study this, study that. Ron, the way Ron talked, it wasn't that hard. He said. Ron Brown said it wasn't that hard. He just watched some videos and
he did remote pilot. He did remote pilot 101, I think it was. And
I didn't think he did. I thought he just. Oh, did he?
No, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did say, I did talk to Ron on the phone. He, I mean, Jason has. I mean, a lot of questions that he studied for wasn't on a test. Now, that's the test he got. But I think they stressed a lot of the weather, and he only got like maybe 2 weather questions.
Yeah, I remember him saying that, and it's multiple choice too.
Yeah, it's multiple choice. You 60 questions. But
I thought it was a lot harder than apparently. Apparently, it's not as hard as
I guess it depends what if you had a lot of those charts, I don't know, but. They got a free drone guide you can order. If you go to FAA website, they have a page. It's 80-page guide you can print, so it's pretty neat too, and it's free. And then there's a guide on Facebook or a couple you can just dump, and all you do is pay shipping. I think Matt Conduff got it, and a couple guys in the chat, and I actually ordered one. It's good to have good knowledge. So
yeah,
I think the remote pilot 101 is like with you get a couple codes. It's around $100, I think it's for life. So
it's a tricky question. I mean, tricky questions, they would phrase it in a different way, but it would be the same question. So I mean,
I think I don't know. I was thinking about getting, I don't know. I mean, you know how the government is, they got to stick their nose into everything anyway.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to make some money. And the money doesn't even go to the FAA. They get funded by taxpayer money. The money goes to the wherever you're getting the test at. It goes to them. I think it was a big mistake to come out with the 107 period. They should have just had same rules to apply to everybody. If you were going to do something special, okay, yeah, then maybe ask for a waiver. But why you had to come out with the 107 makes no sense to me anyway. I can see having a safety test maybe for everybody.
Right.
But
money.
There was no need to make 2 classes of pilots, a hobbyist and a 107. That just makes no sense to me, period.
It's true, but it's all about money, man. It's all
but you can take all the pictures you want with this thing right here, but you can't take a picture with a drone and make money. I mean, how would you even come up with that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only the government can prove something up.
I agree. I have no problem with the knowledge, and maybe everybody doing a little safety type test, like a boating course and a gun course. But to actually, I mean, I'm not no pilot and don't want to be, So
you just want to have fun and fly your drone.
It's kind of overkill for a drone.
I understand what you're coming from, Johnny. Yeah,
but it is what it is. So
yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, Michael, right? Yeah, he did. Mike, he did do the Jason's course of remote pilot.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, that's a good course. It's a good course.
Yeah, he did, and and like I think just maybe the 60 questions he got, because he said they had about 5 or 6, 7 questions on center of gravity, which he said they hardly talked about in the videos. But
yeah,
and that
those were the hardest ones or something,
right?
About that.
And that might be, might be just be the test he got. And then somebody that went an hour later might have got, it's supposed to be 200 questions and there's 60 questions at random,
Yeah.
So
I see.
You might look up and get, I'm sure they're about equal. You gotta get what, 42 out of 60 to pass, basically.
Yeah.
So, you can miss 18.
That sounds pretty easy, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound too hard, especially multiple choice. I don't know. I think I might get it. I think I will. I don't know. I've been thinking.
Well, I'm definitely getting it. I need to get it. So.
Well, you don't have to do it every year now, do you? They did away with just a one-time fee, isn't it now?
It's 2 years. You have to do it every 2 years after. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
But they're all going to make that where you can do it online.
Okay.
So that'll be easier. And, I know Jason said something about they probably will be eventually you'll be able to take the whole course online and not go to a testing site. So basically it'll be an open book test,
Yeah. That's why I was a little bit bummed out when that dude, like the publicist or whatever, when Carvana called me and they got my email off the about page on YouTube. But that stuff had just happened with Mikey and then Miles, the guy that he had got called by the FAA, Miles Deep, the guy that flies the Mini, and I was paranoid. I said, man, I can't do it because I can't sell you the footage. I can't even give it to you because I could get in trouble since I'm not a 107. And then I had, like I said earlier, I had to have another license in North Carolina even, which is kind of ridiculous. But
and Mike, what? And this may be a stupid question, but what if somebody took that video and if they used a portion of it? What you wouldn't have.
I suggested that. I said, if I happen I worded it. If I happened to saw my footage on a commercial, I wouldn't be mad. Is what I said. But I didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're too afraid.
Wow. Yeah. Matt Condon says there's 60 questions in a pool of 250. Okay, I was thinking it was 200.
Okay. That way you can go in there with the list of answers already wrote down on your sleeve somewhere, right?
And that's a lot of questions. Jeez. But probably 100 of those 250 have the same answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just worded a little different.
That keeps you from writing them down on your sleeve, huh? You're cheating.
And you can't wear your Apple Watch or you can't bring your phone in. So yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
What's AGL?
Okay.
Oh,
I found this on the web.
Never mind. Well, guys, I guess Mike, we've been on for an hour and a half.
Yep, we sure have.
Great show. You had a great participation in the chat, and Mike, thank you for.
No problem.
I appreciate it. I enjoyed it, man.
Hey, I enjoyed it too, Mike, and thank you for coming in and joining us. We appreciate your support as well to the channel.
Like your studio setup. It looks nice, man.
Yeah,
thanks, buddy. Thanks. Thank you.
Mike, and we'll get you on a Fly for Fun show one day. We'll set you up for that. So
sounds good, Johnny.
Right.
I appreciate that. And for those of you who are watching that are new to the show and watching, please make sure you go and check out Johnny Drone Flyer and Captain Rick Kelly on Sunday for the Fly for Fun show. Then we have on Monday, we have Drone Nation with Marcus and Ron Brown. We have Tuesday with the Philly and Ron show. And then we have, who else do we have on Tuesday?
You got Bill the Drone Reviewer on Tuesday.
Bill the Drone Reviewer on Tuesday as well. That's before Philly.
Right.
And then we have Wednesday, Bill Thomas on Drone Therapy. So be sure you guys go and check them out. And then we have Ken Heron on Thursday. We have Kelly Shores on Friday. They're before us. And then we go on after. So, but let's end the show, guys. That's about it. And next, don't forget, we're going to have Geeks Vana. And next week, we're going to have Capture Live Connection. And we want to thank you guys Please feel free to subscribe and share and give us a like, please, before you guys leave the show. So with that said, guys, remember, always follow the rules, fly safe, and you guys,
Fly smart.
always
I'll see you guys.
fly
Have a good weekend, man.
happy
Thanks.
with a smile on your face.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.